Welcome. This is Super Genesis 2 Turbo the podcast. It is a gaming podcast. I'm your host, Dark Morris, and my co-host, Mr. GaminTank.
Hello, everybody.
In this podcast, we talk about everything video games for 30 to 40 minutes. New episode every Wednesday on GaminTank's YouTube channel. I am back. Last episode, there was a plague guy that took my place. Plague John. How did I go? How was that?
It was okay.
Oh, just okay?
Yeah, just okay.
Just okay?
Yeah.
Well, it's good to be back, and he made a new video. Recently, a few days ago. Friday.
Yeah, I believe it's a parody to Real American.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, is
his theme song.
Real American. And it's titled Real Canadian.
Yep.
Music done by Master Wayne, which he was supposed to be with us here today, or on this episode. But he could not. Stuff at home happening. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Yeah. Perhaps another time he will join us. He's going to join us. He will. Even if I have to...
we'll get him to join us.
When you say that, it sounds like you want him to be permanent.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have him on sometime in the future.
As a guest.
We're gonna see how things. Yeah, as a guest, we'll see how things are going.
Perhaps not episode 11. Episode 11 is gonna be when GaminTank takes over main hosting duties, and I will step down and I'll be co-host.
Yeah.
And we'll see how that goes.
Oh, it's gonna be a disaster. I know it.
How little faith he has in himself. Yeah, I'm back. I want to bring this up that we're on Twitter. We have Twitter accounts.
Yep.
Our profile image. What?
I was like, oh, you can follow him at DarkMagician99. I don't know where that underscore thing is. I don't know if that's in yours.
It probably is. I don't need to plug our Twitter accounts.
Well, so that way they can see the Charizard image on yours.
Yeah, dark underscore magician 99.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm Charizard.
And you can follow mine at, you just go to Twitter, follow at GaminTank, and you'll see a picture of the Dark Blastoise Pokemon card.
That's not Dark Blastoise, that's the original card. No, you're right. That's the...
Yeah.
Yeah, the original Blastoise is just him standing there.
Yeah, it's the official artwork for Blastoise.
Yeah, just him there. But me, I have like a cool pose. Now you have a cool pose.
Yeah.
I was gonna say dark pose.
Either or.
Yeah, just like that could not be further from the truth from our personalities. Me being Charizard, Elemental Fire. Frank being Blastoise, Element Water. Could not be any more true to personality-wise.
So you're trying to say that we're opposites?
Yes.
Okay.
In a lot of ways.
It makes a lot of sense. I mean, I put that there just because that was my favorite card that I had many years ago.
And I decided to be like, oh, I'm going to be Charizard. Yeah, that's me.
Because he's copying everything I do.
Oh, that's not... Why do you have to go to there? Be copying. I'm trying to be like, yay. Why do you say copying? That's more like, hey, we're doing a thing here. We're going to be Pokemon. Well, that's a great fun idea to do. We're both Pokemon and our images on Twitter.
Right.
How fun is that? Or somebody was supposed to be Venusaur, but he bailed on us.
I forgot what he was going to put himself as.
Wait, I said Venusaur. He was going to be Venusaur.
No, I think he was going to put himself as something else, but...
No, he was going to be Venusaur. That's his Pokemon.
He should have been, but he never did.
Never did. We're not going to say who. I doubt he listens to this podcast. So GaminTank has Xbox One. What do you think about this console? I don't think Play John covered it well in the last episode.
It's okay.
It's just okay?
I've only played it for 2 days.
Or 2 days?
Yeah. It was like, that's all I've played it for. Everything else has been Xbox 360. Because there are a few games I'd like to play that the Xbox One doesn't have. A few games I do want to finish, so...
Holy crap.
What?
New
have no,
generation console with all this hardware specs and all these kick-ass gaming titles in him. He's like, just okay.
and the 2 games I have for it have crashed on me multiple times.
How would
That's,
that happen?
it probably has to do with the Xbox One. It's just a little crap.
I have never had my Xbox One crash.
No, not the system crash. It would have the software. The game that I was playing, that would crash on me. Like I would play Titanfall and I would barely start a match. Once my my player lands on the ground, the game froze.
Okay, I think you said this on the last podcast.
Yeah. And
Well,
then
but
Call of Duty Ghosts, every time I would leave a menu, it would reset to the main menu, even if I'm not going there.
I like to say that the hardware and the software on the system is very good. There's
Yeah.
something that you're doing wrong. Like,
It might have been the software I had to download when we first got the digital titles, because when you get those, you have to download a piece of software, which I believe is like 40 gigabytes or 30 gigabytes. That might be what's going on with it. There might be something wrong with that.
yes, yes. You don't mess with the downloads. People like you have to do all these updates. You gotta put the games in there and let them install.
Yeah, no, we don't have them on discs.
You don't have them on discs.
Yeah, the Titanfall bundle came with code, and we did the upgrade for our Call of Duty Ghosts because we got that on digital on 360. So we had it moved from that to the Xbox One. The good thing is we can keep both versions.
Okay, maybe I should. I wonder how that works, as I have the 360 version of Ghosts for Ghost 360
I
on
believe
physical copy. I wonder if I could do it on the Xbox One.
you might have to do that on digital only. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
That we would have to look up.
That'd be something. Like, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, I believe it's like $10 or $20 extra you pay, and then you get the
I forget
Xbox
that.
One version.
Yeah, I forget that whole deal, but I could look into that. But I don't really need that. I have Forza. I have Need for Speed Rivals. I have Metal Gear Solid 5,
Assassin's
Ground
Creed 4.
Zeroes, and Assassin's Creed 4. Black Flag.
Yeah.
Amazing games. Holy shit.
Apparently, the new one the new one that people are talking about that's coming out soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yeah, that there's a rumor that it's going to be, I guess it's going to take place after Black Flag or something like that.
Yes, it's going to be a direct sequel, I believe. I haven't looked at this trailer. I've seen some images. His suit is all black. I don't know if it's Edward or not. Edward Kenway. Could be somebody else. Who
It's
knows?
Mark Calloway.
Mark Calloway. Calloway.
I believe that's his last name. Hold on, let me look it up.
Oy.
Anybody get that? Good for you.
Good for who, what? What's going on here? Answer me. What do not people need to know? What do I need to know, Frank?
Yeah, okay, I got it right. Oh, it's a professional wrestler. The
Mark
Undertaker.
Callahan.
Mark Calloway. The Undertaker. That,
WWE.
yeah, he had that thing that I guess
But this
people
is okay.
people had a side by
Enough!
side.
Enough!
No. People had a side by side from him and one of the guys from the Assassin's Creed series, and I guess what he would wear to the ring looked very similar to what the assassins wear.
That's
So
very
you would
interesting.
you would see the jokes as like wrestles one match out of the year, spends the rest of the year being an assassin.
I see.
Yeah,
Did
so
you
that's
have any hand in making this game, Frank?
uh
Did they hire you on as a art director and a character rendering guy?
why do you ask?
Just gotta know about your personal life. What do you do in your personal? You'd be a very mysterious guy sometimes.
Yeah.
Working with Ubisoft and taking flying your private plane back and from Canada to work at Ubisoft Montreal to make this game happen.
Right, sure.
Everybody tells you that you're crazy, but you're gonna make him like a wrestler. Everybody's gonna understand. Everybody's gonna catch this, Frank. No, they won't. If they do, they'll love it. But you're like, ooh, Undertaker, Assassin's Creed character. I like this.
I just thought about it because you said that that assassin will be wearing this the same thing that others would be wearing, but black. That's why I thought about it.
It's a little interesting. Well, it's not all. He's not the first one to do it because Ezio did it once, and well, that was his kind of his dark little, really dark suit in Revelations. I need to
Yeah,
play that game.
I never played it.
Relax, nobody. I know you haven't played it.
Yep.
But really, you just what? Okay, you. I don't know where we're going with this. We were talking about Xbox One, but
We were
yeah,
talking about Xbox One, then we went to Assassin's Creed, and then I had to bring up pro wrestling a little bit, and then you brought it back to Assassin's Creed.
I understand. I notice. I am on the ball here. I'm on the ball. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with your software, but I have not had problems with mine. Maybe if I got the physical copy of Titanfall, maybe something would happen. I would look at these. Well, I played it. There were some frame rate issues. Not
Yeah,
too many, but it did not hinder the experience. It was still a fun experience overall.
yeah.
You have to like really be critical and like, I don't like that. It bothers me.
I don't like the game freezing on me. That bothers me.
Well, that
I don't know.
freezing, I can't help that. That's something to do with how you set up your system.
I haven't played it in a week, so maybe if I went and played it today, nothing would. It would probably be better.
I
It probably
see.
won't freeze. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy VII. Actually, I started playing. I stopped playing just to prepare for this podcast. And yeah, I'm sometimes something is going on. Like I'm kind of doing completionist stuff. I'm going after all the huge materia. I'm getting all the materia summons. I'm getting all those guys, and I got the gold chocobo. What else am I doing? I'm getting everybody's final portal limit break thing that they do. You know, that's their special thing. They get hit, bar fills up, then they get a special attack.
Oh, okay.
And then you have to get these items to learn their fourth final limit attack. I'm getting all of those, and also getting all their ultimate weapons.
Okay.
And that's good. I'm like, what? Why am I doing this? This happens. But yeah, I'm almost done this game. It's been 2 weeks in the making. Almost, it's gonna run into 3 weeks soon. Yeah, and our me and Gaming Tank's Castlevania NES review is still in the works. We're still working on the script. You want to tell the audience a little bit about this, Frank?
It's good.
It's good. Jeez, you undersell everything.
No, we're just like going back and forth on things that we do want to say in it, things we don't want to say in it. That's about it. That's where we are so far. I am planning a little bit something special for the beginning of the video. I'm still working on it, and it should be out like next week or two.
Yep, and next week, a week or two down the road.
Yeah, and it's gonna be great. I'm actually looking forward to recording it.
Yes, yes, that's interesting. It's gonna be great. This is gonna be like, wow, yeah, we're done. It's good. It's so great. I gotta sell this stuff, Frank. You gotta learn how to sell stuff, Frank. You undersell everything you talk about.
Well,
I'm gonna talk a little about Morris's weekend. Just a little bit. Just the fact that I haven't been playing my Xbox One recently for the last couple of weeks. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy. Ha ha ha. And this weekend, just decided to play some Need for Speed Rivals because I watched a movie. The Need for Speed movie was really good, so I decided to play this on Friday. Just really fun. Just casually relax. Just very relaxed. Turned it on.
you want to talk about
Drove around. Yeah.
talk about the one guy who tried to wreck your vehicle?
Oh yes, yeah. Well, that happens pretty often. That I'm just driving around, racing, doing stuff, running from the cops, doing crazy jumps. Then of course there's always some guy that has some crazy European car that's way faster than mine. Mine is like, I'm using a Dodge Charger SRT. That car is like a low tier, one of your beginning cars you get, but very tough, very tough. Probably the toughest car in the game. This statistic wise. And this guy's like has a little, I don't know what he had, a Ferrari or a Lamborghini of some sort.
He has
And he was
something
like,
that
I'm gonna hit you.
once you ram into him, it would snap like a twig, pretty much. That's
Yes.
probably the durability of those vehicles.
Yeah, they would break. I drove around after that. Well, I'll finish the thing. I stopped them. I want to hang out with some guys. I kind of just want to drive around with people, not race or anything. Just follow them around. But this guy just like parked beside him. He round me twice, I think, or maybe three times. And I'm like to give him two. I'm like, what the hell, buddy? What the hell are you doing? Oh, you want to mess around, do you? Then I just started, yeah, hitting him till he broke, till he was done. Then he quits the whole game. Just left. Just got all sore because he couldn't handle it. Yeah, don't mess around with me. That car is tough. You're just lucky I'm not a police officer. But yeah, yeah, those cars, those really quick cars. Those are, yeah, they very delicate. They get broken pretty quickly, but fast, really agile.
Oh,
Faster than my car.
They're fast and agile because they're light.
Oh yeah.
So, of course, they're not going to be as durable.
Yes, very true. And it was just fun, just to hop on there and have some fun with the game. Not have any like objectives. Like I'm just playing this to have fun, just to have a nice experience. Other times you play something you gotta do, yeah, you want to accomplish something, and it just very it's kind of masochism in a way. But yeah, to play that like there's no goals, nothing to work, not working to anything, just playing it for fun. And Forza happened, I think it was Sunday. Sunday, I just popped on there, did a race with my favorite car, the Dodge Challenger SRT. They're both in the same car in both games.
Hmm.
Just did a race, finished the race, finished gold. Drove pretty well. I'm just surprised at myself that I did well, coming back to it cold and doing well. Only had to rewind the thing once. Because when you get in an accident, you hit something, you could like press this button, and it rewinds the game for you. Then you could just start from a point where you didn't crash or wreck your vehicle. But not that I did that once in the race. Yeah, I don't. Well, I think I. No, I
Now,
didn't.
does something like that affect how? Like,
Yeah,
are you?
it does affect how much money you make in the long one. Long one. It doesn't affect. It takes a little bit money off of your winnings when you when you win the race. That's all it does.
Okay, so it's not like, oh, you can just use it whenever you want. It's not going to do anything to you. It's just like you can use it, but it's going to take money away.
The way I have it, I just have all these things that make this game easy off. I'm like playing on the hardest way possible. Damage to my car. I'm playing manual with
Oh
the
shit.
gears, and just no traction control. So I'm feeling everything. I'm just really giving her, and I did well. I'm like, yeah, look at that, I won. Yes, yes.
Okay.
One more thing. Frank, we're gonna jump in the news right now, and Frank did not write down our most exciting story when it happened yesterday. Well, it probably happened a day or two ago, but we
Well,
read it yesterday.
yeah, we'll just get to it right now. So, we have an update on Interceptor and 3D Realms and their situation with Gearbox.
Duke Nukem Mass Destruction, the top-down RPG game that's going to be featuring Duke Nukem.
Yes.
And
Okay.
Duke Nukem's
So,
brother, and Duke Nukem's sister, and Duke Nukem's brother. I mean, his other brother. I don't know. Keep going.
okay. So if you remember during the development of Duke Nukem Forever, 3D Realms was on the verge of bankruptcy, and they had to sell the exclusive rights. Uh, they had to sell the rights to all
They sold the
future.
IP to Gearbox to give
Yeah,
them some money to finish the game.
they
Then
sold the
they
rights
sold.
to all future Duke Nukem games to Gearbox. That was their agreement, so that way 3D Realms can stay in business. Duke Nukem Forever comes out. All right, people didn't, they have their mixed opinion on it. I like it. Morris likes it.
The world doesn't. The world really hates this game, and I'm like, why? Why do you hate it?
because they want Duke Nukem Modern Warfare.
They would hate that game too.
They would like it at first, and then they would start to hate it. It happens to all first-person shooters. They like the idea, but then they'll hate it when they see it and play it, because it's from a video I was watching yesterday. We don't know what we really want.
Yes, that's true.
We don't. When you look at the sales of games that do something different, they don't do as well as games that follow the same formula over and over again. In other words, we don't want anything different.
Yeah. People say what they want, but game sales, the numbers say otherwise.
Exactly. Okay, so then we fast forward to when Interceptor and 3D Realms are making Duke Nukem Mass Destruction.
Yes. Then they bought 3D Realms.
Yeah. They did it without Gearbox's permission, and then which caused Gearbox to.
Well, the thing is that Interceptor believed they were within their rights to make the game,
Yes,
and they did.
this is why they claim that they did not sell all future the right to make all future Duke Nukem games to Gearbox. They said that they did not sell the. Okay.
We're not sure whether or not they sold all the exclusive rights to it.
Yeah, they did not. Well, they're claiming that they didn't sell it. That was not a part of their agreement. So.
Yes, this is going to come down to this is going to be settled in court. It's a good place. It's the only place this is going to get settled, because Gearbox is not, never wanted to engage in good faith negotiations. They want money for this. They're out for blood.
Yeah, pretty much so.
And this is not a good PR move for them. They're looking like assholes right now.
Also, 3D Realms and Interceptor, they do have another reveal for the game, but they're waiting to see what happens. Whether they're able to put out the reveal of it, or if they have to cancel it altogether because Gearbox is run by dickheads. And so we'll see what happens. Again, we'll keep you updated.
We love this story. We want this game to happen. Yes. When it comes down to it, they're going to settle they're going to find out who really owns the rights to this game. 3D Realms believes they still have the explicit rights to it, but Gearbox thinks otherwise. There was something wrong. There were some misinterpretations with the contract when they signed it back then and before the release of Duke Nukem Forever. And I believe they're going to fight that. They're going to see who really owns the rights to this game. And I'm thinking Interceptor is gonna win. Who knows?
I would like Interceptor to win, but it doesn't look good right now.
No, it kind of looks good to me. I'm looking at it. I'm like, geez, this seems that Interceptor is doing well. They got momentum, I would say.
Well, I would say this: they probably wouldn't ever do this if they knew they didn't have the right. They weren't able to make the game. So
well, this comes down to just the choice of words and what they really mean, lawyer terminology and all that nonsense, all that good stuff, I should say. All that boring crap.
All the lawyer speak.
They just it comes down to distribution rights or just giving them some money. I don't know. Well, not okay. Next story.
Okay. So Bethesda announced the Wolfenstein New Order Panzerhund edition. I don't know how do you pronounce that. It's going to come with Panzerhund.
Panzerhund? Okay.
Yeah, it's going to come with a statue, a Panzerhund statue, a folder containing war documents, postcards, patches, replica dog tags, and a steel case to hold your game. But it will not include a game.
What?
Yeah, you'd have to buy that separately.
I gotta what?
Yeah, you gotta buy the game separately. So if you want the
what?
If you want the special edition, you'd have to get that, and you'd have to get the game. And the special edition's $100. So you're gonna be spending $160 if you really want it.
Oh, that's stupid.
I know, it's really stupid. It's like the Nintendo 3DS Yoshi Island edition, where you had to go and buy the game separately.
Yeah, what? the hell? I got a special edition a link between worlds, and the game was in there, the digital copy.
I was gonna say,
What
did you
the?
have to buy the game?
No, it was in there. But I would like to have a physical copy. Still just playing the digital copy, and that system is like in a cabinet somewhere.
Yeah, I bought the physical copy the day after it came out because I was too tired. The day that it came out, I was too tired to go. Yeah, so
More on Frank being tired.
I was really exhausted that day. Give me a break.
He's really exhausted.
Then the next day wasn't any better.
Okay, we don't care about your life.
Oh,
Get to the
okay.
stories.
Fine. So we both think this is bullshit.
Now, what the hell id Software?
You look at every single collector's edition of any type of game or
Everything.
system without
It has all that extra crap and the game.
without looking at the Yoshi's Island 3DS thing.
The
You
fuck?
can ignore that.
No.
Everything else, it would come with the game. I mean, think about if you had to buy the Call of Duty. Think about if Call of Duty had, or Activision set out some kind of Call of Duty special edition without the game. Of course, there are going to be people who will buy it, but it's not right.
Yes, very true. Next story.
Okay, so
Come on.
Sonic Lost World, Legend of Zelda Zone.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
the DLC
Keep
is
going.
a few acts that are designed after Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword. In the trailer, it showed you fighting Stalfos, which are the skeleton things. I don't know what to call them. It also shows you avoiding Gorons and rescuing animals for rupees and collecting heart containers. This is free on the Wii U only because there's no 3DS DLC.
Nintendo, you stupid bastards.
Spoiler: you get a Triforce.
Get a Triforce. Well, this was exciting to me. Like I'm like, yay! Hey, look at I have this game on 3DS. Oh, you don't get DLC. Nintendo, get with the fucking times. Start making DLC.
You have a
And start
system.
fucking embracing online connectivity, online multiplayer.
You have a system that you say you can have DLC, you can patch games whenever you need to, and you're not releasing much for it. I mean, yeah, you got all the nice indie titles, which I do want to get a few, but you're not releasing DLC for the systems that have DLC on the other version on your Wii U console. We get it. You want to sell Wii U's. But give us what we want. Give us the 3DS DLC for Sonic Lost World. We want both Yoshi Island and Legend of Zelda Zone, which is probably the dumbest naming zone. They could have called it the Hyrule Zone.
What did they call it?
The Legend of Zelda Zone.
Legend of Zelda. No, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but I would call it Hyrule Zone. Name
That would
it
be
after the
cool.
land. And also Sonic is dressed as Link, which
I know
pretty cool.
that's really cool. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
what if Sonic was in a Legend of Zelda game? There you go.
Yeah, and then like it showed him like falling from a high place, and then that bird from Skyward Sword just picks him up and moves him to a different area, which is it's kind of cool.
Next story.
Okay, so Iron Galaxy will be taking over for Double Helix as I guess the company that's running like all of the updates and stuff for Killer Instinct. They're the new team for it, and they're known for porting Street Fighter Third Strike, Darkstalkers 2 and 3, Marvel Superheroes, and the Marvel vs. Capcom games to the modern consoles. And they also made Dive Kick.
Yes, Dive
So
Kick.
they'll be taking over with updates, new characters, or a bunch of other stuff. Which, speaking of, Fulgore is going to be a new character introduced. You know,
Fulgore.
Fulgore is coming
Yes,
into the game.
Fulgore.
They're gonna bring an arcade mode,
Doom. Yes.
and there's gonna be 8-player multiplayer lobbies.
Ooh, I need to get this game.
Those three things. Yeah.
What, Morris, you haven't yet? No, I haven't. I have not yet.
Neither do I.
Well, that's expected.
Well, no, I just keep forgetting. Fine, I'll download it right after the podcast. All right.
You had your Xbox. That should have been the one thing you did right away. Killer Instinct. Play it out. Try it out. Get a character. I think it's some. I don't know. I don't know who you get. Either Django or Wolf. That Wolf guy. I don't know.
I think it's Saber Wolf.
I have Saber Wolf, but I gotta get the whole game. Then I'm like, haha. Look at this stuff. It's fun stuff.
Full Gore, the arcade mode, and the 8-player lobbies will be coming on April 9th in an upcoming update.
This company knows their stuff, and Double Helix needs to do other stuff. Needs to set their focus on other stuff and make other cooler games.
They're owned by Amazon, remember?
They are. I think, yeah, that is something that happened recently.
Yes. Okay. So, and also,
I don't know how it's going to affect the games they make on Xbox One, but we'll see.
I don't know. I think they'll just be developing and Amazon will be publishing. I don't know. So, recently
Nintendo is doing stuff.
Nintendo's bringing Game Boy Advance games to the Virtual Console, and we have a lineup for April. On April 3rd, you're going to be able to get Advance Wars, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and Metroid Fusion. Those will come out on April 3rd. They'll all be $7.99. On April 10th, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror and WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Game will release for $6.99. If I haven't said it already, April 10th. So on April 17th, it's going to be F-Zero Maximum Velocity and Golden Sun.
F-Zero?
Yes, F-Zero Maximum Velocity. That's going to be $6.99. Golden Sun will be $7.99. And then on April 24th, Yoshi's Island Super Mario Advance 3 is going to release for $7.99.
These are all GBA titles.
Yes.
Yes, Golden Sun is a good RPG game. F-Zero Racing. F-Zero. I said that. Metroid Fusion. Metroid game.
Great title.
What is that All-Star Legacy thing? Is that just a GBA version of Super All-Stars?
What are you talking about?
You said Super Mario All-Stars Legacy.
No, I don't remember saying that.
What game is that?
I said Yoshi's Island Super Mario Advance 3.
No, there was another game you said.
Oh, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
Okay, that's just some story thing, eh? Some story game that has nothing to do with the All-Stars game on Super Nintendo?
No. It's... Wow, you really never played it?
No, I really have not played this game.
You have to. It's really good.
Oh, there's a game? Oh, there's a game that Morris hasn't played. I don't play every fucking game.
Yeah, but this is a game I would expect you to play and give me shit for not playing, except now it's the other way around, but I'm not
if you know anything about me, I really don't pay attention to handhelds that much.
It's a Mario RPG game.
I understand that, but the only great RPG game that Morris recognizes and knows about and cares about
Fantasy
is a Super Mario RPG on a Super Nintendo. No other game, anything that Nintendo does RPG-wise with Mario is going to compare to that.
So you haven't
played... I don't care what anybody else says about Mario Paper Mario being better than Mario RPG. Those people, that just comes down to opinion and nostalgia factor, and I'm jumping on the Super Mario RPG boat.
I think there's a lot of people in it, including me.
Yes, there's Morris's whole spiel about that.
Okay, so those games will be out on the Wii U. So if you have one and you've never played them,
I don't think anybody cares about that. All they care about they're just happy that Earthbound is on there.
Really? I haven't really.
That's all that anybody else cares about. Just Earthbound. None of this news matters. But they're like, oh, those are cool games. Am I gonna get them? I don't have a Wii U.
That's a cool game. I'm just still playing Earthbound.
Like I would. Yes, let's get it. I'm gonna get Earthbound one of these times. I'm gonna play that game.
Isn't it like $8?
That'll probably be the only game I play on Wii U that I like. Oh.
Oh wow. Okay. Well.
Suck it, Nintendo. Come on, Nintendo. Just make a merger with Sega, and then make the Dreamcast
Genesis 2. Or the Dreamcast. We can have the Genesis 2 also. It'll have double the blast processor.
No, that doesn't sound right. Everybody wants the Genesis 2.
Okay, I know. I just fucked that one up. Hey,
Good job. You do that a lot.
okay, well, fine. Dreamcast 2.
Yeah, and they'll make that, and it'll
Just
be
throw in some blast
backwards
processing and we're
compatible with
good.
the. It'll be and there'll be a cartridge slot there to play your Genesis games on it,
Oh, that would be fucking awesome.
and
Just like,
it'll have everything that the Xbox One has and the PlayStation 4 has, hardware wise, software wise, online DLC. Then it'll be backwards compatible with Dreamcast games. Jeez, that sounds amazing.
Dreamcast, Saturn,
It'll make me wet my mouth.
32X, CD, Genesis, Master System. Create peripherals for all of those, and you'll have the ultimate Sega system. I want
Next
that.
story.
Okay, so you know that Call of Duty, Activision comes out with 4 Call of Duty DLC expansions, whatever you want to call them, map packs. We come out with 4 of them a year. This one, it's the same as all the others. They show a little bit of the maps for multiplayer, and it shows a little bit of Extinction. But something played at the end of it, and it was a roar from a very popular sci-fi creature, whatever you want to call it, the Predator.
Okay. No, he doesn't have a roar. He has like his little
Yeah,
growl thing.
sorry about that. The growl from the Predator, my bad. And
A roar.
I'm sorry, okay? Jeez. It's coming on
Begin.
April. Xbox consoles is coming on April 3rd. Everywhere else, probably except Wii U, a month later. Hey, don't give me shit for that, okay?
I'm not giving you shit for that. I don't give a
Nobody.
shit what it be you.
I know exactly. I mean, since when did they ever get Call of Duty DLC? I'm pretty sure Activision just says "fuck you guys."
No, Activision's like, oh, our game sales are not. Nobody's playing the games. Nobody's buying the games. Nobody's playing online. So it's in our best interest, business-wise, too, not to bother with that. Not spend resources on putting DLC on the Wii U. That's why there was that whole business with EA and that Arkham game, and they had to refund everybody's money.
Yeah, which is strange.
It's not strange. It's
strange, but it makes sense, I guess.
It's like, we're giving you good stuff, but nobody bought the game. We got to take it back.
We'll take back the money. You can keep your stuff, but we're just gonna
Just to make everything good, we'll have the money.
we'll refund your money, but you can keep the stuff. Okay.
Yeah, good move by EA.
Yeah.
I remember stuff.
Yeah, I remember that.
So what's this stuff about the Predator?
Well, I went to go watch the trailer, and that's it. It just has the growl from the Predator. So somehow the Predator will
Is that a growl?
You just said it was a growl.
Okay.
Yes.
Probably.
So somehow the Predator will be involved in the next. Either it's going to be on a map, kind of like how they did with. I guess it's like an item you get in one of the maps, and you become Michael Myers or something like that, and you go and just stab people. That's in one of the multiplayer maps, or it could be something in Extinction, which more than likely it will be.
Jeez, there's somebody needs to make a good Predator game. We have the technology. Work. You could have just like slapped the Predator brand name on a video game and just take an engine like a game like Thief and just give them a Predator skin and make them skin people and tear out their skulls and spines, and there you got a Predator game.
That would be an amazing game.
It would be. Even his disc, his spear, his gun on his shoulder, and his little blades on his forearm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and his net he shoots. Yeah.
Oh, and in that game you must be able to ride a scorpion. Yeah.
Little reference to Screw Attack screwing around their Twitch show they have, and Pro Jared was with Chad. They're playing Predator on NES, and in that game, Arnold could ride a scorpion, a red one, I believe.
Yeah, like some of them you can ride, the other ones you can't.
Well, there's a green and red one.
Yeah,
I forget which ones you could ride and not ride.
I think it was the red ones. I'm not sure. Okay, well, I didn't know you would be bringing up the entire thing of that, but okay.
Had to. So you have to tell the audience what's going on.
Yeah. Okay, so the next story, Microsoft is ending Games for Windows Live, which we already know.
Yes.
Now, they have a list of games that they are either bringing to Steam, they're considering bringing to Steam, or they're working on it, and then they have a list of games that they're not bringing. And one of the games in that list was Halo 2. I mean, there's a bunch of games, but one of them wasn't Halo. One of them was Halo 2, so they have no plans of bringing Halo 2 to Steam.
What?
In other words, once Games for Windows Live ends, that's it for Halo. So if you play Halo 2 on PC, that's it.
What about the Combat Evolved?
Combat Evolved?
Yeah, first Halo. There's a PC game. I have the game.
That was not on the list. Well, are you able to play online on it, or are the
I'll
servers
check
down?
one of these days.
Yeah, I believe the servers for that are down.
What? I don't know. I think they have dedicated servers and people. Who knows? That's the only way to play online with that game. You couldn't never do that on the Xbox.
Well, they probably.
That's why Halo 2 was a big deal, because it finally had Xbox Live with it. Okay. You can only system link with the first game, which was still pretty badass.
Yeah, so I hope they do what there was like a group of 14 gamers when Halo 2, like they were all playing Halo 2 when the original Xbox Live was ending.
And they found out that if they didn't shut off their game and they kept playing it, they could keep playing it online.
Yeah.
And they played it. They left their consoles on for a long time playing the game.
Yeah, I'm
even
hoping,
after the servers went down.
I think it was like an hour and a half after the servers were supposed to go down that they actually they couldn't play anymore.
Yeah.
But that's really cool. You know, I hope there is something like that for this version of Halo 2. So when Games for Windows Live is done, that there's going to be gamers wanting to play Halo 2, which I'm assuming is going to happen.
Well, we already know that the Halo 2 Anniversary Edition is going to happen on Xbox One this holiday season.
Oh.
So nobody can know. They're like, oh, it looks better.
Maybe Halo 2 Anniversary Edition on PC?
I don't think so. They want to sell the Xbox One.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm like, yes! So I'm going to have Forza. I'm going to have Need for Speed. I'm going to have Metal Gear Solid 5. I got Assassin's Creed 4. And I'm going to have Unity at that time. And I'm going to have this game, Halo 2. It's going to be like the original Xbox all over again. With more Metal Gear and more racing and more assassins.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This sounds like a kick-ass year for Xbox fans.
Yep. Okay, and
it's like, fuck you, PlayStation 4.
Well, fuck you, we got 720p streaming.
Okay, yeah. Any more stories?
We got 3 quick ones. Disney acquired Maker Studios for $500 million. If you guys don't know who they are, they're the company that runs Polaris and RPM.
Yeah,
two multi-channel networks.
And somebody's owned by RPM, GaminTank. Yes. So he's going to be plugging a lot of Disney products every now and then.
Yeah, so when the new Star Wars comes out, go watch it. Go to Disneyland and...
watch the Star Wars movies.
Frozen. I don't know what that is, but something
Epic
Frozen.
Mickey.
Yeah, and go buy every single copy of Epic Mickey, anything Mickey Mouse related.
Don't play it on the Wii U.
Play it on the Wii U. Give them money. They really need it. No, don't do that.
God damn Nintendo.
Wow. That joke was supposed to go somewhere. I think that's as far as it was supposed to go. And then Fullscreen acquires gaming website ScrewAttack.com, a site that we're both familiar with.
Yes,
and
ScrewAttack.com.
Yeah, so they have a thing called Fullscreen Arcade that's now going to be turned into the ScrewAttack network. So if you're a Fullscreen partner and you do video game related stuff, you are now a part of the ScrewAttack network. They have a full Q&A that you can go on their website and it's on there.
So let's talk about this transaction. I think who did they merge with?
Fullscreen bought ScrewAttack.
But the whole network is called the ScrewAttack network now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now the owner turns into the general manager.
Vince McMahon. Sorry, I hear general manager. Think wrestling.
No, actually, no. I'm thinking commissioner. Never mind. I was gonna say William Regal, but no, that's commissioner.
Okay. Settle down.
Okay. And also, Microsoft patents headgear accessory, and from the looks of it, it looks more like a multimedia device similar to Google Glass. But that's only speculation. Yeah, Google Glass. That
That's funny.
that I that what is it? Some kind of glasses or headgear or something like that.
And the stuff has not come out yet, right?
No, it's currently it's
None of this stuff has come out for the public yet.
no currently it's patented right now. They patented it.
I
So
want the Oculus Rift to come out already.
yeah. Speaking of
Let's
the
look at
Oculus Rift,
come and watch porn. Yeah, yeah. And the Oculus Rift, Facebook acquired them.
I got some jokes about what you just said, and it's really terrible. So I will not say it on the podcast. But
Good.
uh,
Continue with the story.
Facebook buys Oculus Rift or Oculus VR for $2 billion.
Yes.
Mark Zuckerberg says that it's still going to be focused on immersive gaming, but he has some ideas on how to expand on what the VR can do or what the Oculus Rift can do. Like while watching a game, like having courtside seats to like a game, something like basketball or something, um, or just meeting with people like face to face, but through the headset.
Yes.
Yeah, so he wants he wants to see it be more about sharing experiences, but it's
He
going
has
to
a
be focused on,
vision.
yeah, he has a vision. He knows
Oh,
what
come on,
it,
spit it out.
he knows that it has potential to do more than just immersive gaming, but that's going to be the main focus of it.
Yes, and everybody's freaking out because it's like, oh, he's gonna screw up. He's gonna make it all Facebooky and screw it all up and tarnish it. What the
Yeah,
Oculus Rift is gonna all be about.
Palmer Luckey, who is the head of Oculus VR, says that they're still going to run on their own, and they're saying that this partnership is only going to allow for a more affordable VR. Oculus Rift. I typed VR every time. For a more affordable Oculus Rift, and it might come out sooner than you think if it ran on its own. Now, some devs are still going to code for it. They're still coding for it, except for I don't know this one person. You might not know him. His name is he goes by Notch.
I have no idea who this person is.
Well, he canceled developing Minecraft for Oculus Rift because he said that Facebook creeps him out. Cliff Bleszinski, in one of his blogs on Tumblr, he was talking about how great this acquisition is, but he also calls out Notch on Tumblr. You know, he calls him out on the blog at the end of it, and he says this, and I'm going to quote word for word. Notch, your canceling Minecraft makes you look like a pouty kid who is taking his ball and going home. It's a bratty and petty move, and it saddens me greatly.
Such
Damn.
good words.
Damn. That's all I got to say for that.
You got told, Notch, you bastard.
Uh,
Is this gonna? I don't know who this guy is.
Notch is the guy who,
Who made Minecraft?
yeah,
Okay.
him
Okay.
and a small team.
Make the guy then think for the system. Jeez. Or don't. Who cares?
I wouldn't say cancel it completely. I would say wait until it comes out, see what's on it, like see how it works. And if you're still creeped out about it, okay. But if not, like if you're not creeped out about it when it comes out, then make the game for it. I mean, people would like to be really immersed in Minecraft and have creepers blow up in their face.
Yes, because people don't want this to happen. They just think this is a bad thing, and then Mark Zuckerberg is gonna ruin it. But Marcus Zuckerberg is smart. He knows what he's doing, and he's not gonna he made Facebook. He's a brilliant guy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's just gonna have his own. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And
well,
with all his financial success, it's gonna help Oculus Rift happen
Well-
quicker and be more financially comfortable.
yeah, well, they're letting the people run on their own. So they're not like saying, "Oh, you got to do this now. You got to do this." No, they're letting them run on their own, which is
Okay.
great. Also, I didn't really bring this up because it's I don't know. It's just gonna be funny. King, the developer of Candy Crush Saga and one company that everybody hates now, or There's a bunch of companies like that, but King is one of them. They went public on, I guess, now you can buy stock from them or something like that.
Okay.
And they, oh, hold on. All right, I gotta quickly get this. I'm sorry.
Your story is fucking just diving and dying.
I know. And
All the momentum we had.
no.
Shit.
No. EA shutting down the physical distribution of Origin.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm reading that on on a headline.
All right.
Okay. Where the hell is it? You see, I had this on my mind the other day because it was funny, and now I can't think about. I can't think of it. Fuck it. The way it was is that they went public on the stock exchange, and then they lost money, or their stocks dropped.
The person that owns this was like a billionaire, something like that. Some big British guy goes public and ruins everything, and now he's like he's not a billionaire. He lost all his money.
No, he didn't lose all of it. He lost. Let's see. Can I find it? Yeah, I know. Wait.
Oh man, just cut this story.
Okay. Yeah, that was it.
Yes, that was a long news segment.
It wasn't long as that we're. I don't know.
You gotta make these. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
That's it for news stories.
Yes, okay, that's it for news stories. I should have typed it so that way I could have made fun of it much better, but whatever. All right.
Long and
on.
short of it, Frank needs to be more of a professional.
Which will never happen, but you can only hope.
He's gonna be host soon, main host. We'll see how that goes.
Like I said, a disaster.
I have faith. He doesn't have any faith in himself.
Yep. Okay, so what topics do you have?
Tutorials. What do you think about them?
They should be optional.
Yes, they should be optional. What bothers me is that you're forced to go into them. You play a game, you want to start it up right away, and you got to sit through a tutorial.
Yeah.
I hate that. There always all these windows popping up, prompting you to read and press something and know something and learn the system.
Yeah, make it its own separate option when you go into the main menu. Like have the campaign, have your multiplayer, and then, well, I'm only talking about a specific game. Like have your normal options, and then just have one for tutorial. It could be separate from the rest of the game. So with those who do know how to play it, aren't wasting their time with it.
Well, it's just the fact that it's so obnoxious, it's so deliberate, it's such a waste of time for the most part. The way they used to do it before is they just have a one level, that's your beginning level, and you mess about, you learn the mechanics, and without it being in your face, being obnoxious.
Obnoxious.
Can't say it now.
It's okay.
Obnoxious and deliberate, just so in your face. But it's still deliberate, but they don't. It's very quiet in most games where it just let you walk around and
a good example
that you learn. It shows you stuff, and you learn without knowing it. You're being shown something.
A good example would be the first stage in Mega Man X.
Oh, I hate that level.
You really do?
I do.
Well, it shows you how the game works.
I don't want to be shown how the game works.
Well, it could be worse. You could have menus. You could have dialogue popping up.
That happens. That already happens. I have to sit there. I have to sit there and read dialogue. I don't want to read. I'm playing a video game.
Yeah, you're not reading dialogue for the first stage of Mega Man X. You're just going to the right and just learning how the game works.
No, that vile guy has a lot of things to say. I'm like, why are we talking? We should be killing each other.
That's part of the story. Besides, you're not even strong enough to go against. Isn't that part of the story?
There's story in a game.
Yeah.
When did this happen?
in Mega Man X. I mean, it's not the it's not the greatest thing ever. It's just simple. You're too weak to fight him now, but later on you'll be strong enough.
You don't say. Of course I know
Yeah.
that. I own the game.
Yeah. Well,
I own the game on Super Famicom.
I own the game too. I know how it works.
Your copy is inferior to mine. Uh, but really, for some games they're useful. They're useful. Like, we'll talk about Frank here, playing Assassin's Creed 2. Now, this game is not being deliberate in its tutorials. It kind of is in a way, but it's not obnoxious. It's not in your face. It's not forcing you to. It's not taking you out of the whole game. Like some tutorials just are not submersive. They just pull you right out of the game and make you learn this. That's wrong. Don't do that.
The one game I would like to bring up that they kind of make fun of the idea of it is Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. It's like you're doing the tutorial, but you hear the dialogue of the character who really hates it, and it's funny for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like every time it's like I fucking hate tutorials, and it's like okay.
Oh, I'll pick up where I was so rudely interrupted.
Fuck off. Okay.
Frank was playing Assassin's Creed 2 and he didn't like that. The game was showing him, easing him into the story and the character and showing him the little things that he needs to know about. And he's sitting there getting mad and didn't like it at all until Morris told him to keep playing it. Then it gets better. And then he does that and Morris is right. But the fact that he got all pissed off about the opening few hours of this game and how it teaches you everything without being deliberate. Well, not obnoxious, we'll say. It's kind of it's deliberate, but it's done well, and he has to understand that this game has a lot of different things that going on with it that are not universal, that are only found in this game, and you need to know how to do these things to survive. And it's cool when you learn new things to do cool things. Yes.
Okay.
Like some games, like what would be another game that has tutorials that you got to really learn stuff? Metal Gear's Rising: Revengeance. There's a lot of things you need to know that really make the game great.
So that way you're not getting your ass kicked by the game the entire time, and you actually have a chance because you know how to do things.
Well, just understanding the systems very well really makes your playthrough experience more satisfying and rewarding because you understand the thing, you know how everything works. Some people that just don't give it time, don't have the patience to learn these things, have a rough time. They're not having fun. They get mad at the system. They get mad at the game because it doesn't teach them what they need to know, or it's yeah, they get mad at this kind of stuff because it's not so clear what to do and how to play the game. And they get mad.
I do want to bring up, I wasn't really mad at Assassin's Creed 2. I was bored.
You're bored?
Yeah, I was bored.
Okay. Why?
It just seemed like the entire thing took forever until I got to the part where the game was teaching me how to do the different types of assassinations. After that, the game just let me go, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, Frank, you gotta give it time. You gotta give it time. Oh, I'm bored. I want to get into the game. That's what I'm talking about. Like
I gave it a lot of time.
There's a lot of things to learn about, and it's telling you the story as well. It's trying to be, it's trying to teach you as you play through the game, and trying to keep you submersed in the story and the whole experience. That's a good way to do it. Other games, like let's say like a Sonic game. Let's talk about Sonic Unleashed, a more common version than Sonic 6.
You feel like you really wanted to talk about that game?
No, I don't. I'm giving an example. We're having a very open discussion about this, a very smart discussion about this. That in that game, well, it's not. Part of it is rough to me and crude, But at the same time, I know they need to show me this, so I'm giving it a chance. I'm being patient with the game. Then once it's okay, once it shows me everything and I understand what's going on, it'll be fun. Start having fun and start enjoying myself. But a game like that has its prompt. It's being very deliberate. It's throwing these things at you. Like it stops everything for you to play through this little part to demonstrate how to learn this new mechanic, this new move in the game. Stops everything. You have to play through this little bit. It shows you the bit, and the whole purpose of it is to show you something. And that's a little bit obnoxious, but I'm patient. I understand what it's doing. It's okay. For some games, it's needed.
Yeah.
But I like stuff like then you have people freaking out at a game like Dark Souls, where it doesn't show you anything. It just throws you out there and like, okay, figure out what you have to do. Try to fight this big boss here right at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
See how you do.
I remember that.
And we'll see if you could beat him your first try.
Actually, no. It turns out there was this big thing that like you go inside, you'd fall down, and it'd be this big thing attacking you. At first, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to fight him. That I had to run.
Okay, what are we talking about?
Dark Souls.
I know the game, but what part?
It was like really early in the game.
You don't know the game?
I don't remember the game.
You don't remember?
I haven't played it in a while.
You haven't played it in a while.
Yeah.
What are you talking? How is that possible?
Because other games.
Well, this is other game. What other games did you play, Frank?
Well, I play Minecraft.
Yeah, that's no brainer.
With a certain individual who.
Yeah.
Okay. I play the games on my Game Boy Advance, and I play games on my Nintendo 3DS, like Pokemon, Legend of Zelda. Recently, I played Metroid, Castlevania,
Okay.
and
Let's see. I'm not hearing a lot of variety.
oh shit.
This is me saying, Frank, you should know what you're doing in the game. You should remember places and names of monsters and places and yeah.
I haven't played it in a couple months, probably a year.
What? A year?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my
I know.
god.
I know.
That's unthinkable. Okay,
Wow.
yes, in Dark Souls, they just throw you right in there. They don't give you any incentive, nothing. Just here you learn how to play, learn the buttons, and learn the mechanics on your own, and try survive.
It's like, here you go. Good luck.
Here's a boss. And people like hate that game, just outright hate it. And these are the same kind of people. Tutorials, screw tutorials. I don't need them. But when they really like, then we'll bring up like Super Metroid, where people just didn't know what the fuck they had to do in that game. They just got lost. They couldn't find the morph ball, and they're like, why can't she not crawl? I'm lost. The Miiverse was just exploded with images of like, help me, I suck. I don't know what I'm lost. This game sucks. This game's broken. Where are the tutorials? Where's the in-game map? Where's an icon that shows me go here, idiot? Why is this game not linear? Why is it non-linear? I don't understand this concept of non-linear. Non-linear is not fun at all. I need tutorials. I need something that helps me know where I go and what to do. I need to be deliberate. Treat me like an idiot. Hold my hand. Take me there.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was all kids.
No, I imagine adults as well. Adults that are just like my age, maybe a little bit older, and they like, oh, Wii U, let's try this game out. Let's try this system out. Get the Super and get or was it? Yeah, but it was on the Wii U, Super Metroid, and they got that like, oh, on sale, a couple bucks on the cool retro game. Let's play it. Like, oh man, what am I doing here? This game is so tough, and I'm lost. And
Well,
where are the tutorials?
maybe if I played Super Metroid, I would probably do better.
No, you have played through Zero Mission. You have played through Fusion. Fusion more deliberate in telling you where to go.
Yeah, I know.
Zero Mission. No, that game is pretty true.
Zero Mission kind of told you where to go.
In a
Every
way,
now and
there was some little things that they did. Yes, the little
Yeah.
they pretty much you go talk to this thing. It's like it doesn't tell you. It's not. It's showing you. It's like it just shows you on the screen.
Yeah, it shows you
There's a
where on
little
the map to go, but
there's a little beeping light that shows you on the map where to go.
yeah, but to
Yeah,
get there, you have to figure it out yourself, which I didn't mind. I actually like that.
yes, that's very good. Well done. It's not
Yeah,
like go here. This is where you need to go. Keep
duty
going
calls.
there. Go there.
Oh my god, it that just reminds me of duty calls. I don't know why. I don't know if it did have that or not, but it just reminds me of like something like that where it's pretty much telling you everything.
No, it's not.
Really?
Nope, it's not. It's linear. You just keep go over there, jump and shoot him there. I don't know. Don't bring up that awful thing. Well, I like that thing a lot, and it's very funny.
Yeah,
You
yeah. I think
recall
it's funny.
the trailer of Bulletstorm, an EA game,
Yeah,
Epic game,
it was pretty much
not
their way
Epic
of
game, from Epic Games.
yeah, it was pretty much their way of mocking Call of Duty. But I would see it like that, how that would be the kind of gamer that is playing Metroid and is not liking Metroid.
Yes, I'm the exception. I hate this shit, but I'm patient when it's trying to when I understand that I don't know everything this game has to offer. I don't know the new things this game is doing. Like in a game like let's talk about Metal Gear Solid 5. People just say, "Oh, $30, that's too much for a little demo game." But there's a lot of shit going on in this game, and there's a lot to learn about, and it's gonna let you $30 for you to own the game and play through it and learn everything there is to do in the game. It's very advanced, most advanced game ever.
Yeah, but you can also argue a game like, I'm going back to Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. It had more than 3 hours of gameplay. Of course, it was, I mean, it had a big world to go through, and you only paid $15 for it, and it had more to it than a game like Metal Gear Ground Zeroes.
Yes, in a way it did, but it's people are not looking at development costs and how much work that goes into making a game like Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, that's true.
The only reason why Blood Dragon was so cheap and something they already made the game that was Far Cry 3.
Yeah, it ran.
Yeah, all the
It was
engine
pretty
was
much. Yeah,
yes,
it was a reskinned Far Cry 3 that ran off the same engine, and
yes, they made the game. It sold well. It made a profit. Then like, okay, let's make something cool. Let's make a Blood Dragon. Let's make a cool game that's nice 80s esque movie, action movie kind
an
of deal.
80s sci-fi movie that doesn't take itself serious.
Yes, brilliant idea.
Yep.
Brilliant PR move by Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Ubisoft, they're awesome.
Yeah. Whoever came with that, came up with that idea.
Is that you again? You keep working with these Ubisoft guys. It's like you're working there or something, and like you're making them talk about wrestling. You're making them do an '80s movie.
Kind of
What
wish
else
it
are you
was
gonna?
me
What
doing
else
that.
what else are you gonna do in that company, Frank?
Right.
Stop working for them. Gotta go help Nintendo.
No. Why should I?
No, that's a sinking ship. It's good. That's
But
a
say that,
Titanic.
help them with Sonic.
That's like Titanic. But seriously, Nintendo, get with the fucking times and learn.
Oh,
Stop like we're gonna sail. We're sailing all awesomely. We just gotta keep on the course, slow and steady, and keep doing our thing and keep our integrity, and we'll be fine. Nope, times are changing. Get with the fucking program, and if you want to survive, adapt or die. That's pretty much what's gonna happen to Nintendo.
uh,
5 years or so.
not really. They won't die out. They have
I
another. They have another system that's doing very well, and I have it right here in my hand. It's called a Nintendo
no, the
3DS.
3DS is not as doing well as much as the SP or the Game Boy Advance.
It's
It
not
is
doing
not.
as well, but it's doing well enough.
It's not doing enough to keep them alive.
I'd
It's
like to
gonna
think
it's gonna
otherwise,
cover
but-
costs for a time, but they're gonna start hemorrhaging money, and they're gonna start falling. That's why they're really like they had to bend their rules on the whole thing with them not putting their IPs on other consoles, on other hardware, and that's starting to bleed through, and that's starting to happen because
Yeah.
they're really hemorrhaging money. But the topic is tutorials.
Huh.
I think
You
we
wouldn't
covered
really,
it pretty well.
you wouldn't really think that would be the topic, but it is.
I just had to go on a whole spiel about whole shtick about Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's for the fun of it
Sometimes you have to just rant and get something off your chest. Well,
because they're pissing me off.
in your case, it's repeating what everyone has been saying already.
No, not what not they don't say what I say. I am the exception to the rule. I like to think. I am I'm that odd person that's speaking truth, not just being stupid and talking for the sake of talking. I know what I'm saying.
In other words,
No,
agreeing with everyone else. But
no.
no, that I'm saying that's what people
They
are doing.
don't think about what they're saying.
One
They're just
person
saying
tells
shit.
them what to say and think, and they're all just repeating it. That's kind of
Yes.
how. That's what I'm trying to say. But
Yes, that's not me.
someone who actually takes the time to actually think, okay, what are they actually doing right and wrong, and they just voice their opinions. It just so happened to be the same opinion that that one person is just telling others to say and think.
Yes, we happen to repeat ourselves, but I'm one of those guys that are hopeful Nintendo. I want Nintendo to succeed. I want them to keep living, but they need to get with the fucking program.
Yeah.
Need to get on board. Maybe kill the Wii U and make the Super Wii U 2. I don't know what they're gonna call it. Well, I already gave them a good idea. Merge with Sega and make the Genesis 2. Genesis 2.
Yeah. See, now you're doing it.
Do that, and that'll be fine. Tutorials. I think we covered everything in tutorials, unless there's more things you want to add to it.
No, not really. I don't have much to add with tutorials.
People need to be more patient with games, when tutorials, when they don't know what they're doing, and be more patient with games that try to give them freedom and let them figure out what they're supposed to do.
I like games that do it like that, and
Do you?
they'll just drop you in and tell you,
Do
okay,
you?
figure it out.
Don't? I don't think. Well, the only game I would imagine that does that for you was Minecraft, but you probably watched a lot of videos that teach you what you needed to do.
Actually, no, I had to learn. Like, I never watched videos on it. I had to learn about it.
Okay,
Like,
but
as
that's
in
not a
just
very difficult game.
playing the game. I didn't understand how to do things. And then I don't know, I didn't think it was much fun at first. Like, I didn't get the idea of
Jeez,
Minecraft.
that's so negative.
Like, I didn't get the idea of Minecraft. Now it's like 2.5 years later. I'm playing it a lot, and it's just
Well, when you begin a game, you should understand. You should try at first to
I
try
did
to
try.
understand what the point is to the game.
I did try.
Where the fun
I still didn't
begins.
understand the point of the game.
You didn't understand. It's easy. It's non-linear. You do whatever you want. You're in a sandbox world. You are a god. You create. You kill. You make your own adventures. It is life, pretty much.
Yeah,
You didn't understand that
2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago, before the game was not even made. Well, it was made. It was being made. It was in beta, and you didn't understand.
Not really.
When I looked at the game and people start talking, I hear the name Minecraft. Like, okay, I get it. I understand. Blocky, retro. I like it. It's sandbox, create, kill, have fun, do whatever you want. No missions, no anything. Just go. Just plop you down in the world and go. Have fun. Do whatever you want. Make your own fun. And that's the whole point of the game. It's like that. I understood that right away. But it took time. Well, it took me time just to go to it. Finally decide when the right time was to play it, and like it, and play it, and enjoy myself playing it.
Okay.
Yes. People. Yes, that's the thing. Again, that's another thing. People need to be more patient and give the game a chance. Not be so submissive and closed-minded when playing a game. They got to really understand what's going on, what's happening. Just don't think that what you want. The game's not there to cater to you all the time. The game is always going to throw something different at you and make stuff difficult to you. But some people don't understand difficulty in games these days. Yeah. All right. I think that'll be the end of the episode.
Yep. That works.
Morris is very going on rants today,
Yep.
left and right. It's very interesting. It's good stuff. Hopefully people listen to me and know what I'm trying to say and be more thoughtful and open-minded towards things and actually think before they talk and do and behave. Really? Why is that so hard to do these days? Why is
People are
that
more
difficult,
stubborn.
Frank? They're stubborn.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just very thick in the head.
Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna want to pay. They're not gonna want to listen. That would probably be the best response I have to that.
Okay.
Okay.
This is episode 9 of Super Genesis 2, Turbo, the podcast. Did I right? Let's try that again. This is
Okay,
episode
then.
9 of the Super Genesis 2, the Turbo. Blah!
I'll
This is
do-
Super
I'll do
Genesis
it. I'll
2
do it.
Turbo, the podcast. I'm Doug Morris.
I'm GaminTank.
And have a good time, everybody, or whatever, and do whatever you want. I mean, play games, have fun.
I cannot
Don't
wait
die.
to host. I cannot
Die,
wait to
die. Play retro games and die, and have fun doing it, and win, succeed. Yes.
I cannot wait to host this damn thing.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.